you don't treat the others like they are nobody. Even I saw Ken when Ken was coming in, it wasn't easy for him to get into the stadium.
Yeah.
He stood there for some time, and I could see him boiling, but I think he restrained himself.
If today is your first time on our channel, I'm Brazil need the mess right so subscribe in our share video no. Now after France we enya so fast so comment no so no feel free na to comment section na so na like video no so that you get connected. Yen to us maybe my video be na before then I want to say this channel we are not against any other candidate that want to lead the New Patriotic Party. Yeah, in time will be we love everybody. We equally love everybody because any na a party ma. Obi biara wa yini ti say into abaman wo NPP na omedi amanyoko na mbia no NPP ni. Enti ye pe obi asem equally. But what we are saying on this channel and say ye pe obi a obe wini to me edi ama amanyoko no enye obi obedi ekuo nanim keke. But a person that can equally win power for the party. Na ye hwehwemu ayaye anase ye di ani atutu form na ye hu ni se Honorable Kenedy Agyapong onu ene se fata onu ena ne hu odin a owetumi wini to me ama party no a form for ni penasem Ghana for dodo no a penasem. Honorable Kenedy Agyapong has all the strategies to convince the ordinary Ghanaian to vote for the New Patriotic Party. Why ye be that? Enya fe na oba be enya fe na ye ba be try na hwe ye nimu no ya waye bida enti na ya no ye din a ye pese oba. I told you say me ma hwe video bi but you see no ma because so e wo delegate conference na ye call no my imagine say me nka ho hwe because say ye see ye be ye hu dede a on hwa the Matthew Macau no ebe do so dodo so we have decided to keep silence but this e be no fire concerning Noma SC or Hodi, but we have decided just to keep silent. And yes, of course, I was there myself and I saw everything. I saw whatsoever went on over there. Yehunu be a strategy. Just say, they will do everything possible to impose Baumia on us again. You just watch this video and listen carefully to the analysis this guy is making. Even though this guy is an NDC member, but so I want you to watch and listen carefully.
You see, if you lose elections,
right,
first and foremost, there's a reason. There might be reasons why you've lost the elections. So you need to look at those reasons. And I think one of the things that they are failing to do is what I call reconciliation.
Right.
You see, and if they are not careful, that is what will still help them going into the 2028 elections. They will go into the election fractured, and any house that is divided cannot stand. And they know that, my brother knows that. You see, if you organize a congress and decided to let one candidate to steal the show, you don't need to tell the rest that this is your direction.
Right.
You understand? Yes, like he said, in their constitution, in all the parties' constitution, we don't have what we call flag bearer hopefuls. But we know the intentions of people in the party who are not small people in the party. We know their intention. And my brother knows that very well. You understand?
Right.
So if a program is organized and some purported flag bearer hopefuls are being gagged in a small corner, whilst one is allowed to move around virtually the entire stadium to exchange pleasantries with delegates. For so many minutes, he was walking around doing that, taking all the fans' applause from the crowd and all of that. This, you don't need anybody to tell you that this was the purpose or this was deliberate or not.
You said it wasn't planned.
Yes. Why was it not planned? If it wasn't planned, he is the only one who was given the inner perimeter to walk around, unlike the others.
He's the only surviving.
Yes, he is
vice president.
You see, but let me now come, which
Former
I
vice
know my
president
brother
of the
will
party.
understand. When you are managing a divided house, you ought to be very, very careful in what you do, so that people don't interpret meanings into it. You understand?
Right.
There's already a perception that this early Congress, this top-bottom approach is being undertaken to favor His Excellency Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. He knows that. You heard that. Moro, you heard that. Everybody is common knowledge. You understand? There's that perception that is, they did some research and realized that, look, the current police station executives coordinators as it stands, if they take them to be the ones to go and vote in the flag bearership elections, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia will have a chance. So they decided that, look, in that case, let's propose a top-bottom approach instead of the usual bottom approach. Moro, where will you see somebody building a house from the foundation, from the roof? Where will you get that? Nobody built a house from the roof. You build from the foundation. The two political parties lose power when the basis is destroyed, when the basis or the center cannot hold. You see, the top, you can, at the top, can take your decisions based on your interest. But if the basis, the foundation is weak, I tell you that it will not suffice. It will not work.
But Cletus, they've told you two reasons why they're doing this. One, the current situation, the circumstances the party finds himself in, the fractured nature of the party.
Yes.
The acrimony, the backbiting, the suspicions here and there.
Yeah.
You are skewing somebody against this. You are favoring somebody. They're tired. They believe that if the party gets a leader early enough, it will end it. That's number one.
Yes.
Number two, these polling officers, these party officers you're talking about, most of them, their mandates will end next year by March. In some cases, I'm told even in April and May, right?
And
are you
July.
going to wait till that time, conduct your elections before you even elect your flag bearer? They don't have time. They want power in 2028.
Is it
At all costs.
Moro? I understand all of that.
Yes.
This point that I've made, is that the first time? Are you hearing it from me?
No, you've made
Yes,
this
so
second time.
I am telling you that, you see, Moro, to be very honest, in party organization, you cannot start to build a party from the top.
Okay.
Irrespective of whatever excuses that they would have given.
Okay.
But I can tell you that that is what will hurt them. What this action that they have taken will hurt them going into the 2028 elections. Look, you are managing a divided house. I understand where they are coming from. I know, just like he said, look, if you have a candidate, even at the parliamentary level, at the MP's level, or at MP's parliamentary primaries level, if you have candidates who have come to contest you and you are a stronger candidate, you pamper them. You understand? You pamper them because of reconciliation. You don't because you have the support of the current leadership of the party. Then you abuse people. You disrespect them. You let them know that, look, I am in charge. My people are in charge. No matter what you do, I am the one who will shine. You understand? You don't do that. When you do that, you hurt people. They will not be able to forgive you. Even if eventually you win, they won't forgive you. That is the point that I am coming from. I'm saying that, look, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is the vice president, the just immediate past flag bearer of the party. But if the NPP, if they had done serious, checks very well, there was no need for them to have allowed him to be the one to steal the show against the others.
Okay.
Definitely, they will never be happy. And they will not forgive the national executives, they will not forgive the organizers, and they will even forgive Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. That is why reconciliation will become very difficult for them, because they, the national executives, they have the onerous task to reconcile the party after these elections. Now, the other aspirants have seen them to be the ones projecting one candidate. How will you be able to charter or lead reconciliation after the elections? That is what my brother and co should be worried about. You need to reconcile your party. Any party that is not together, the two political parties, goes into an election fractured, and you can never make any good results in that post. So for me, the National Executive Committee should have told Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, at least, yes, you are the former flag bearer, vice president, but under the circumstances, let's those took fire. Already, we have been suspected to be with you. So let's manage it this way. Or yes, in your constitution, you don't have, even NDC constitution, you don't have flag bearer hopefuls. We don't have. But under the circumstances, okay, all these people who have shown interest to contest, all of you will use the inner perimeter and walk in and wave at delegates and go and sit down. You understand? This is how you chart a reconciliation course. This is how you start it. So that any of them that eventually lose will not have any reason to accuse you or accuse the victim. This is how you build a party that is fractured. You understand? But the tangent they are going, I see a very big problem. I see in the future they won't be able to reconcile, just like what happened to them, because they are still hurting people. If you listen to Ken very well, Ken will tell you that I don't have a problem with Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, but the people around him, those campaigning for him, they think that we are nobody, so we will show them that we are also somebody. That is what is happening. He will tell you, he has said it in many fora, your posturing, your style of supporting the former vice president will cause him more harm than good, because your posturing is hurting other people. Your style, your campaign style is hurting other aspirants. That is what Ken keep on talking about this. You don't treat the others like they are nobody. Even I saw Ken when Ken was coming in, it wasn't easy for him to get into the stadium.
Yeah.
He stood there for some time, and I could see him boiling, but I think he restrained himself, because they said that some of the people that they were supposed to give accreditation were not giving accreditation. So the security at the entrance said they won't allow them to enter. So he too was standing saying that, look, those people, they were supposed to accredit them, so they must give them accreditation before he walks in. So he stood there for some time. I know my brother will speak to it, but I watched that and I saw that it wasn't good. You see, these are big people in your party. Ken paid his dues in MPP. He started in 92. Everybody knows that. You understand? He paid his dues. All of them paid their dues to the party. So if you know their intention, don't pretend that because it is not in our constitution, they are nobody. Don't do that. If you do that to them, you are disrespecting them. You are telling them that they are nobody, and they will forgive you eventually if the person you want to win emerges. You understand?